And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. It's Friday night and live on 2K Sports. We're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're joined by our reporter, David Ulrich, on the sideline. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Alperen Şengün.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Here's the starting group for Houston. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Green is out there with Shepard. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. And for San Antonio, the guard pair are Jones and Vassell. Harrison Barnes is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's McNeely in at the small forward. And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game.
Substitution on court.
Şengün finds Brooks. There's 1:54 left to play in the first. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Baldwin. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 16-4 run. And now, joining us on the line, Shams Charania with a recent development. Shams, what's the latest?
Thank you, Kevin. With the trade deadline nearing, the front office of the Phoenix Suns have announced their latest move. They wanted to add some more size, and they certainly did by picking up Jonas Valanciunas, and the hope is that the big man will be an easy fit and help keep this team fired up while also making them a stronger matchup for bigger teams.
Hey, Shams, we appreciate the report. Always some interesting news to find out about the NBA. The first free throw is good. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Down low. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
1:10 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Baldwin, and it's good off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 6.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Up top, Şengün. Out to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Buries it from three-point range.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
32 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside Collins. And stolen by Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Baldwin. 23 points his last outing. They set the screen. The Spurs need to get a shot off here.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's San Antonio up 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. guys. What's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick out for an open three, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
They've got Collins. Castle is out there with Baldwin. And it's McNeely in at the small forward position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Out left to the wing. Here's Baldwin. Brooks covering. With the floater. It's deflected.
And there's Whitmore, that 7-foot wingspan coming in handy.
And once again, Coach, the storied San Antonio franchise is on the upswing.
It sure is, Kevin. Look, they've got a Hall of Fame coach and a potential Hall of Fame centerpiece to build the team around. They've got great talent evaluators in the front office. You can't ask for a better recipe for success.
Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for him.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Pass to Baldwin. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Picked away. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Eason. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Rockets?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And one other thing that stands out, all the block shots. I mean, staying up in their jerseys tonight.
The Rockets trail. Pass to Şengün. To the middle. Eason's shot is good. Eason's got 4 points in the quarter.
And 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Here's Baldwin. It's rebounded by Houston. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpe's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
Totally agree. Great football. Moves on moves, I've always said.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Spurs making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Houston also making some changes. Smith comes in for Tari Eason. And Shepard subbed in for Whitmore. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Saturday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And that game against Portland, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So, here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think he's
not in any way.
San Antonio leading. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Castle. Last game out, he had 14. A nice shot by Baldwin.
Not a perfectly set screen there, but got in just enough room to get that shot off.
Fades away. Another miss by Houston. Spurs leading by 4. Pass to Castle. Here's Baldwin. There's a screen by Collins. Shoots the 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. This year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
You look at Wembanyama, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Baldwin looking for the opening. Collins a screen on Green. Here's Baldwin to the left side wing. It's Thomas, high post. He's against Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Baldwin. Inside, Collins. Şengün with the rebound. Gets trailed by 4. Thompson passes to Smith. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Ito Turkoglu as a big part of what we did in Orlando. Was in.
And so it's San Antonio holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Halftime is here. And what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front?
There are things to like about acquiring Valanciunas. He's strong, he's big, he's versatile, and he impacts the game on the glass, and he takes smart shots.
He can be an intimidating presence who understands his role, plays it well. And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the Spurs.
Their bench has impressed. You get a jolt of energy, all that offense. This is a well-rounded roster.
Yeah, team chemistry, a big point of emphasis for this organization. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Rockets trail by 8. Houston making some changes. Jock Landale's checked in for Şengün. Tari Eason comes in for Jabari Smith. And Brooks subbed in for Amen Thompson. Taking a look at the Rockets. Running the wings, they'll go with Green in Brooks. Then there's Shepard. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Landale in at the center. Here's Baldwin. He's got 6. It's Vassell on the wing. Fires it up. San Antonio again missing. The Rockets shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And it's Shepard missing. San Antonio leading by 10. It's Vassell on the wing. Pass to Baldwin. Launches it. Rockets with the rebound. Eason's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, Green. Back to Eason. Here's Shepard. Here's Landale. Covered by Vassell. Now Shepard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here's Baldwin. Pass to Castle. There's a screen by Collins. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
Now we get a chance to check out some stats for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And that one falls for Collins. And the Rockets making a change here. No good on the second free throw. Rockets trail by 11. Brooks with it. He's picked up by Collins. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And the shot is good. 22 points for him. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up blocked shots.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop. And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Pass to Jackson. 1:29 left in the third quarter. Here's Eason. The rebound by the Spurs.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Knocks it loose. And here's the fast break. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Castle.
Yeah, the defender all over.
First one falls for him.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
The Spurs making a switch here. Branham's checked in. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
.58 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Baldwin, guarded by Green. Misses the 3.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
From deep three-point land, it's rebounded by Houston. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 19 seconds left in the third. Lets the 3 fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 12 points for him.
A whole selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
Three seconds left. No good on that one. The third quarter comes to a close. Spurs lead by 9. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Baldwin out there with Castle. Then it's Collins. And it's Branham in at the 3, the small forwards. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Castle. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Spurs lead by 11. Here's Brooks. It's Şengün, top of the key. It's blocked.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Baldwin can't get it to go.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Şengün. To the paint. Here's Eason. And it's denied. Collins, a screen on Eason. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. It's tipped. Collins against Brooks. Ridmore, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
Yeah, that's two straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Collins, a screen on Eason. And the layup's good off the glass. And he has 28 points for the game.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Out to Brooks. The tray. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Spurs leading by 11. Pass to Collins. Here's Baldwin. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Şengün against Collins. Here's Eason.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Baldwin. And a switch here also for Houston. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Brian Anderson here, with me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for DeAndre Ayton.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. Jones and Vassell are the 1 and the 2. Barnes is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And for Portland, Sharp and Apia are on the wings. Then there's Klingon. Then there's Scoot Henderson. And it's Kamare in at the power forward position. Talking about this matchup we have here, Richard. Two teams that are very focused on the youth movement.
Yeah, a lot of young guys on both squads, which should make for some exciting plays, as well as some inevitable learning experiences.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip.
Substitution on the court.
.110 left in the first quarter here. That gives them the lead.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
San Antonio shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Number 7, shooting 1.
And it's Simons with the ball for Portland. They trail by 3. Pass to Micic. Grant outside. And there's the screen. This one for three. Collins with the rebound.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Castle. Collins with a screen on Simons. Castle for three. The offensive rebound. Here's Baldwin. The three-pointer off the mark. Now here's Grant. Pass to Aiden. Here's Micic. Clock at 6. Aiden with it. Collins defending. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. And it's Simons missing. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Spurs out in front, leading by 3. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Man, it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
So on the floor for San Antonio. They set the pick. Here's Micic. Yet to see a basket. And he's going for the lob. Out to Simons. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. It's a tie ball game.
And over the course of a season, this is one of Simons' strengths, his efficiency from range. You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
And so here's Portland after the basket by San Antonio. Grant outside. The three. And again, it's Portland with a three.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Here's Baldwin. He's covered by Simons. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy. He does it.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Pass to Grant. Aiden with a screen. To the inside. 6 to shoot. And here's the fast break. Here's Baldwin. Out to the right wing. Here's McNeely. Fires in the triple. And now a 4-point Spurs lead.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
Grant outside. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Stolen by Collins. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Here's Baldwin. And the three off target. Portland has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. And here's Simons outside. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Tries it from 19. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they faced the Spurs.
Last game, their starting lineup struggled to stay on the floor and just put too much pressure on the bench.
Expect to see them being much more careful tonight because of that. Maybe being a little less aggressive.
Pass to Castle. Here's Baldwin. He's covered by Simons. Castle for 3. Sinks it from distance. And the Spurs lead by 4.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And it's Simons missing.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Collins with a screen on Simons. Offline with a three. Portland has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Micic. No good on the three. San Antonio leading by 4. Collins with a screen on Simons. Down low. Stolen by Ayton. Here's Micic. No made baskets yet. He shoots a three. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Castle. 8 points in his last time out. Here's Baldwin. Misses in close.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Pass to Kamare. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Spurs.
Spurs ball.
And let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard and see which two guards have been making an impact with their passing this season. Third is Anthony Simons.
Yeah, and this is a group that really appreciates effective ball movement. They can create for themselves or anyone else on the floor.
Yeah, it all starts with ball movement, Greg. And when your off guard has that kind of unselfish mindset that these guys do, it makes a huge difference.
And San Antonio making a change here. Thomas has checked in. Collins outside. Castle for three. Portland with a rebound. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
They had a tough time beyond the arc. A lot of their possessions ended in missed threes.
They were bricking, they were missing, they were airballing, they were doing everything. Brutal night shooting for them when they couldn't even hit the broadside of the bar. They couldn't hit the ocean if they fell out of a boat.
Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
To the middle. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Castle. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Fires for three. San Antonio again missing.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Miracle Man. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Now it's a three-point Portland lead.
It's been a tale of 2 quarters for them. Terrible shooting early, but then they heated up and took control of this game.
Both teams deciding to change it up. San Antonio with the ball this game. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
And taking a look at the Trailblazers, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really going to need their young guys to take a step forward in their development.
Let's get back to our game featuring Portland. That first half was pretty even.
I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting that defense on its heels.
Yeah, you love their tempo. When they play fast, they can put points on the board in a hurry, Ernie.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly a line change here for San Antonio. Scoot at the 1 with Simons at the 2. Inside, it's Grant playing next to Ayton, and it's Murray in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Henderson for 3. And no good.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
36 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Drains the triple.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Simons outside. Drills it from deep. Simons got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, the response from Simons, a streaky three-point shooter.
20 seconds left in the third quarter. Right wing. Ooh, stolen by Murray. On the wing, Murray. Henderson for 3. He can't get it to go. And so it's San Antonio leading by 17 at the end of the period. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there have been 2. Very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. We've got Zach Collins, and it's Branham in at the 3 spot. Counted from distance. Branham's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're shooting with much more confidence here in the second half. The field goal percentage is now over 50%.
Ayton passes to Murray. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Baldwin. RJ, what are your thoughts on the new collective bargaining agreement?
I hate it. I think owners should be allowed to spend as much money as they want. I think it should be a spending contest. That's what I think should happen.
Launches a 3. Simons, that one's good.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Collins a screen. And that That one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Second personal foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Yeah, something else I love that they're doing is driving into the lane and getting the shots they want in penetration.
That one goes. Count it. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Pass to Collins. Collins with a screen on Grant. No good with the triple.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Simons outside. Rebounded by Branham. Spurs lead by 18. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Fires the three. Knocks down the triple.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, B.A. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Wade, he's checked in for Murray. And so Simons nails both of them.
I mean, it was amazing to see Simons' progression in his first few NBA seasons. He got better every single year.
Collins a screen. Here's Baldwin. Collins. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. To the paint. Here's Simons. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Trailblazers as Portland retains possession. Portland making a switch here. Micic is checked in.
Number 3, Micic.
Hayden with a screen. Shot clock at 5. And yep, it's good.
High effort plays tend to pay off for Grant on offense. He knows how to work his way to a shot.
Collins outside. Pass to Branham. To the inside, Baldwin. Knocks it down from distance.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Wade misses.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
Sharp, he's checked in for Portland. Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Three-pointer. Sharp grabs the miss. Portland has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Inside, Hayden finds Sharp. And here's Simons outside. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
That's his third three of the half after putting up a pair before halftime. Fantastic shooting display from him.
There's the three. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Sharp passes to Wade. And there's the foul. It'll go on Zach Collins. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for Portland. Klingin, he's checked. .54 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Avdia outside. Pass to Micic. Here's the teardrop. Out to Simons. And here's Avdia. Now here's Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Avdia outside. Second shot opportunity. Count that one.
And the dime going to Ayton, expanding the passing part of his game.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Branham. Avdia with a steal. Now the Blazers on the move. Puts up a 3. Rebound San Antonio. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Spurs. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Jordan Poole is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Sarr, and it's Kispert in at the 3 slot. And for the Spurs, the guard pair are Jones and Vassell. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Barnes. And it's McNeely in at the 3. Here we are in the middle of the season, and Doris, are most of these teams where you expected they'd be in the standings?
I think, Kevin, what's always fascinating about the way a season plays, there's usually one or two.
Both teams decided to change it up. And here is Poole. 11 points in the game. Pass to Coulibaly. From downtown, it's rebounded by Baldwin.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Jacks up a 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Wizards trail by 7. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. The Wizards are trying to stay motivated with their rebuild. Kyle Kuzma says you have to change your approach a little bit. And it's like, what do you do it for? For me, it's about development every single day. Take care of your body, work hard, watch film, be studious, and find beauty in the struggle. Kevin?
And like you said, David, making it work every single day. Great approach. Pass to Bay. Poole kicks to Bay. Back to Poole. Fires from deep. A rebound by the Spurs. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
Collins. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
On the wing, Coulibaly. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Again, the miss by Poole.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. All the officials are all over that one.
The Spurs have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. No good on the free throw. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Wizards. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. We know, Doris, at one point the Wizards had one of the most unique runs in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
Just 5 to shoot. Coulibaly with it, and it's blocked.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Baldwin. There's a screen by Collins. McNeely, good.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be back with you shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there, and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Wizards trail by 11. Castle is out there with Baldwin. Then it's Collins. And it's McNeely in at the 3, a small forward. So that's who San Antonio starts the second round. And here's Herter outside. Collins grabs the miss. Spurs shooting at 50% in a decent groove. To the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, Doris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
Wizards trail by 13. Pass to Bay. Koulibaly with it. Connects from three-point range. Koulibaly's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Here's Baldwin. Wide open. And he hits the jump shot. Baldwin's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And the 3 ball is good. Herter's got it back down to single digits for Washington.
And tough to miss his man that time. They really seeing the whole floor.
Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Castle. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Cans it from downtown.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
On the wing, Koulibaly. There's the screen. 6 to shoot. Back to Bay. Wizards need to get a shot off here. They get the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Collins, a screen on Bay. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Koulibaly.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, what great body control you saw there, laying it up and in despite having the defense draped all over him.
Collins, a screen on Herter. A nice shot by Baldwin. Baldwin's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now about 3 minutes gone in his second quarter of basketball. Pass to Herter. Over to the left wing. He kicks to Herter. No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Baldwin. He has 6. Shoots from 14. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
There's a screen from past the arc. The rebound by the Spurs. McNeely's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Coulibaly. 6'8" with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential.
And the Spurs making a change here. Thomas is checked in. Wizards trail by 14. From inside, Collins with some nice D.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Baldwin. Rebound by the Wizards. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Sarr comes in for Kevin Herter. And Kispert subbed in for Coulibaly. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Wizards trail by 15. Pass to Song. And here's Bay. To the left wing. Kispert setting the pick for Song. And again, Washington no good.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Pass to Baldwin for three. It's not going to go for him. Washington's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. Harrison Barnes picks one up. Both teams will make substitutions. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. It's the Spurs up 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Harrison's shots definitely falling in the first half. How did you guys get it going?
Just us playing off each other, trying to get to the basket, trying to work it around. When it's balanced scoring like we have tonight, everyone tries to feed off each other.
Strength in numbers, right? Thanks, Harrison. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Halftime is here, and with the San Antonio Spurs in a neck-and-neck game, lots to talk about.
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they've needed most.
And credit their coach for a rather liberal substitution pattern. He mixed and matched beautifully in that first half. Moving on to our next topic, All-Star voting. A peek at the latest returns.
At times in the past, we've teased the fans for how they voted. But it's not easy, man. There's a lot of talented guys out here. I love to see who's leading so far.
Don't give them too much credit, Kenny. Some fans know what they're talking about. Most don't.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Washington trailing. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. So the Wizards 5 right now. They've got Kevin Huerter. He's out there with Coulibaly. And it's Bay in at the power forward. Pass to Robinson Earl. And the rejection by Collins. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
.124 left to play in the third. Cranes the three-pointer. He's got 8.
3 points.
1:16 left to play here in the third. Here's Baldwin. He's got 10. Pass to Castle. In transition, here come the Wizards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Wizards have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
55 seconds left in the third. Pass to Baldwin. to the left side wing. Just 4 to shoot. Stolen away. 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. A 3-ball. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Pass to Coulibaly. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Harrison Barnes getting it done for the San Antonio Spurs. The work he's doing inside is just unreal. Still a ways to go here, and he's already got his season high in rebounds. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for Aldrin out there with Castle. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Branham in at small forward. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now Coulibaly. Pass to Robinson Earl. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Memphis and going up against the Grizzlies.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
San Antonio leading. Here's Baldwin. Outside Collins. Here's Castle. He's defended by Coulibaly. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 3. 18 feet out. It's rebounded by Robinson Earl.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
There's a screen by Collins. Baldwin. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Wizards shooting 40% from the field. To the right side. Pass to Coulibaly. Takes a 3. Tries to save it. And they get it back. Shot clock at 5. Now Bay beyond the arc. Headshot off.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Pass to Collins. Shoots over Herter. Shot by Collins, no good.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Fires for 3. They get it again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the first one comes. Lewis checked in for Jeremiah Robinson Earl. He's perfect from the line this time. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Baldwin. He's defended by Herter. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Baldwin.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
The Wizards working the ball around now. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. Collins wide open, he fires. A miss that time would have put him up.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
To Koulibaly. 6 on the shot clock from the arc. And another miss by Washington.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First team foul. Baldwin. Shooting 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. The Spurs making a switch here. Wembanyama's checked in. And a switcher also for Washington. Corey Kispert's checked in for Kevin Herter. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Washington's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. They set the pick. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Brian Keefe talked to his team during the break. Now, Coach was still pretty positive. He told his guys a handful of shots completely changes this game. Just a few good minutes, and we're right there. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. San Antonio with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. There's a screen by Collins. Yes, to Castle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. Yep, right through the net.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And here's Kispert from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Kispert's got the game tied up here for the Wizards. Here's Baldwin. Outside for Wembanyama. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.